All right, fellow patriots, welcome back to another Friday Mental Jiu-Jitsu. My name is Michael Buell, and I will be your sensei. Okay, guys, check it out. Operation DD214. DD214 is a paper you get when you get out of the military that tells you all about what you've done in the military, and it's your proof so that you can go and get veterans benefits. So that's what this is about. This is about looking out for veterans. All right, so check it out. A little couple facts about deployed veterans. Since we've been going over the Middle East for the last 35 years, about 4 million veterans have been in the desert. 55,000 been wounded. 20% of this 4 million have gotten a dose of the PTSDs, and about 800,000, almost a million soldiers. And we've known this forever. We've known forever they come back with problems. I don't know they started talking about it, but we know since the Civil War they called it soldier's heart. World War One they called it shell shock. World War Two battle fatigue. Korea battle exhaustion. Now it's simply known as PTSD, post traumatic stress disorder. We know that 22 a day kill themselves. That's what the number is, 22 a day. Unfortunately, a member of my platoon in the Gulf War, he served in my platoon, HAC 354 Parachute Infantry Regiment. He was a gunner. He had a floating eye. He could float both the bubbles on the mortar sighting system at the same time. The elevation and deflection. Yeah, he was fast. He was fast. But he was in two wars. He was in Panama and he was in the desert. So you think he could have helped use some social services? The divorce rate for U.S. service members, of course, he was divorced. In America, first marriages end at 40% rate. Combat veterans at 62% rate, and PTSD combat veterans at 78%. So obviously they need help, and we've known they need help, right? They need some social services. So let me just tell you something. The Federation for American Immigration Reform says that $150 billion were spent last year and the year before, and that's what they spend on housing, feeding, educating invaders. Can you believe it? The people who are in charge of homeless veterans is called the Disabled American Veterans, and they were granted $3 billion. 153, 150 billion, 3 billion. Same year, same exact year. They were given $3 billion to address veterans' homelessness. To me, that sounds like you mean let's go to Vegas, have a couple trips up to Vegas to discuss it. Somebody wins a new car, someone gets a new mansion, somebody in our group. Yeah, I don't think 3 billion was spent on it. All right. So I have solutions. You know that I bring solutions. Solution number one, I call it the takeover. This is what we do. We round up all the 33,000 homeless veterans. 20 million came in during Biden. Somehow we'll find money for 20 million, but we can't handle 33,000. So we round up. We get volunteers from the VFW, the American Legion, Wounded Warriors, combat biker clubs, and we round up all the homeless veterans in your state. And we, step two, is the march. We march them straight into the hotels. Right where they're housing all the invaders, we march them into those hotels. That's what we do. We invade the invaders. We go right into their rooms. We make the sheriff come and throw us all out. We make the mayor come down and give speeches live on TV. We get the governor come down to explain why he's throwing out veterans in the winter cold while still looking out for the invaders. Make them come on TV. Make them explain themselves. It's our tax money. We prefer it goes to our homeless veterans over invaders, we ought to have a say in it. So make them come and talk about it. Solution number two. When we were leaving Iraq, they put us in a place called Khobar Towers. It was in Saudi Arabia. We were told it was built for the Bedouins. They're the people that live in tents out in the middle of the desert. It's incredible what they can survive. They got a place called Escon Village they built for these Bedouins. If they ever want to come in, they've got housing and restaurants and whatever they need. They swimming pools. So Saudi Arabia did this for their people. They have a $1.3 trillion GDP. 1.3 trillion GDP for Saudi Arabia. The United States has a $28 trillion GDP. So they can afford this for their Bedouins. We can do this for our veterans. There we go. We call it the Veterans Village. We got temporary housing for the guys that are down and out, like my buddy over here, guys that are getting kicked out of the house for the third time and getting divorced for the fifth time, whatever. So they got a place, temporary housing. They've got job training. You know the infantry. They don't have any job skills. Give some of these infantry guys some job training, some job placement, some mental health, uh, divorce counseling, money management training, things they need to know. But then the rest of the village is veteran owned. The movie theater is veteran owned. The batting cage is veteran owned. The restaurants are veteran owned. We make it all veteran owned. But get this. Then we make it like an Indian reservation where everything's tax free. That way you draw the community, people in the area, people traveling through town, then going from one state to another. Let's stop off at the Veterans Village. Every state has a Veterans Village. Let's stop off there and meet the veterans and see the arts and things they've built and shop at their restaurants and eat. That'll be fantastic. Tax free. The government doesn't need to take money out of them. Try to put money in. So the community supports it, helps fund the village. So there you go, guys. It's your choice. You got to use your voice. You got to speak up. You got to resist and assist. I'm out.